All right, what's up, fellas? It's your boy Decorey Jones. I got Chris Garnett online. I got Bennett Davison. Played with Chris in Malaysia 2012. Bennett Davison, we met through social media on LinkedIn. I seen him on a documentary, and I connected with him, and then we did business together. So these are two vets that I got on. You know, played in over 15 different countries. They've played at the highest level in the world. NBA experience, EuroLeague experience, top Asian experience, you name it. X everything. So they got vet information for players like myself that's been in the game for seven plus years, and also vets and also rookies. So right now the topic, fellas, is, you know, me as a player, you know, preparing for next season. I don't know what to expect, you know, with the corona going on. Everything's locked down. There's no flights. But I still see job openings. I still see teams looking for players. So, you know, how am I supposed to prepare and you know, what am I supposed to do? And I know from my experience with y'all two, y'all went through the '08 stock market crash, and y'all also went through the NBA lockout. So what information could you give players to prepare for this corona season?
Chris, you want to take that question? And I'll add on to
Yeah. Okay. Well, number one, you got to use this opportunity right now to take another step up. When this coronavirus is over and everybody is back on the court and people starting to sign contracts, you're going to see a lot of players who have fallen out of shape, a lot, just falling off the map. You don't want to be where you was in the beginning of this. You want to become a better player, a better shooter. You want to network a lot right now in this off season. Now with social media, it's a lot easier, right? So you need to reach out to different players that you may have played with in other countries, some presidents, some GMs. Just keep a good line of communication open. And most important, like I said in the beginning, keep working on your game, because a lot of players, they're not going to be where they were before they started. And you want to make sure you take that step up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like you could be in Brunei, you could be in Atlanta or Dallas. Everyone's going through the same thing. And the best thing for a certified basketball player who is currently trying to stay into shape, just realize that when those floodgates are going to be released, there's going to be a big flow of things, of getting things back up, but there's also going to be a gradual process. So how do you keep yourself maintained? Because if you have, as a FIBA basketball player, your body and your ability to put a ball in a hole is your gift and your salary. It's your golden egg. And if you lose that golden egg, you've got to be able to do something else. And I think as basketball players, as going to Division 1, 2, 3 NAIA school, these coaches have put us in situations where we can present ourselves. And Decorey, I've listened to your story, and you're over in Brunei and you're training people. You're going over there coaching. I mean, I was just telling Chris that when we walk into a room as a basketball player, you are a presence. I mean, you're above 6'3", 6'4". You're like, that's a basketball player right there. Use that to be able to say, reach out to communicate the community, the kids, find a location. And it's that old, field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. If you have a gym or a hoop or a court, and you bring a basketball, they will come. That's the gift of basketball. So obviously, you just adjusting to the times. I think you just got to reach out to the location of where you're at, because you can no longer travel, which is what we're used to.
And like, as far as the salaries go, I know when the stock market crash hit, I remember, Chris, you was telling me how, and the lockout, I remember how you was telling me how the salaries, you know, European teams were paying six figures. And then once they found, you know, once that stock market crash hit, they had an excuse saying, nah, we don't have it. You know, and they were offering peanuts. And then the lockout happened. All of a sudden, NBA players are coming overseas. All of a sudden, the same club has 40, 50K a month.
Chris, 300,000 turned into 150,000. 150,000 is not a lot nicer than what it is today. So when we were saying peanuts, we were still making 150 to 225,000.
Right. Yeah, peanuts compared to this day, you know, as far as the market, in the market to where it was.
Yes.
So, explain how you dealt with the salary differential.
Personally, I did two things. Number one, I got better. because I knew somebody's going to open that bank account back up for me. So
Yeah.
better. That's number one. Number two, I just moved to where the money was. You
Yeah.
know, a European team, they wanted to pay guys who had 2, 3, 4 NBA years on their CV, their resume, right? So what I did, I looked all across Eurobasket. I spoke with my agent, and we figured, you know, rather than to argue back and forth with European teams, let's just move over to Asia, because Asia was still paying. You know, Korea was $25,000 a month, so that's what we did. You got to move to where the money is too.
Yeah, you got to be flexible. You got to be able to pack. You get a contract Monday, you sign it Tuesday, they want you to fly out Friday or Saturday, and that's all in the middle of August 10th to August the 25th, and then you're going straight to training camp. So I just think now your specific question was specifically about Corona. It's the best thing to do is like focus what you can manage. You can't manage what the borders of the world are going to be right now. You have to focus on your local area and garage workouts, cul-de-sac workouts, whatever you can do. Just
you know, that phrase you just said, go where the money is. You know, it's a lot of players that they're going to be like the NBA Summer League just got canceled, you know, and you got ex-NBA guys, you know, that are looking to go into training camp making a certain amount of X dollars. But now they're going to come overseas with a certain price in their head, and they're going to come overseas and they'll be like, nah, I don't want that. I need this. You know, some guys have that ego, like, nah, I'm only getting this. But I think your advice to us is really good. Like, go where the money is. Money don't have no home.
I can also say if you can't travel anywhere, if you don't have finish your education, get a certification. You got nothing but screen time right now. I mean, you got nothing but fill your head. Don't sit around. I mean, I play some video games to kill some time, but I'm finishing up my teaching certification. I'm finishing off, still reaching out, doing Zoom sessions. You're doing in-home trainings and stuff. You've got to be creative. Chris, you're doing real estate. You're moving houses. You're moving properties. You're doing mortgages. So you're staying. I think people are moving back in, but we have to also realize that Zoom, that airplane flight to that 5th meeting, that 6th interaction, we could be more efficient social medially. We can also be educationally, and at the same time, just like we're doing right now. It took us 5 minutes to get on the Zoom, record something, and now we're spreading in more education.
Absolutely.
So then you talk about education and trying to like focus on your brand and network and all that while you're playing. So like advice to the hoopers, like you guys should be trying to build life after basketball now while you're playing and while you're active. So you can be set up for after basketball. A lot of players make the mistake. They just hoop. And then when that final bell ring or if they blow that ACL or MCL out, you know, they have no connections they connected with. They don't have nothing on the table to show for they played.
And I'm going to finish off with what my best friend's father told me. Either the game decides to leave you or you decide to leave the game. And if you know you can't make it for 6 months, you've got to change your life and make a transition. And we've all done that as professional athletes where our golden egg is putting that ball in the hole. You have to be able to have an alternate thing. And guess what? You'll be prepared in that time when that time comes up where they open the floodgates are open and you can go back in and start.
So what is your advice to players who don't know, like especially rookies or guys who played in the low level leagues but still have made that leap or hump, you know, to get to that certain amount of dollars they want in their bank account or that experience they need, like, or can't find that agent or just can't have that big break? Like, what is your advice to finding, you know, people like that and getting connected?
Okay. You got to get in front of the right person. All you got to do is be seen. So you might have to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward.
Yeah.
When you see an opening for that camp in Benetton Treviso, or you see an opening in Germany for a small camp, you know, you got to make that happen. If you got to go into your own pockets and buy your flight, if you believe in yourself and your game, all you got to be doing, you just got to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
So where are the best places to go be seen over there? Because I know that with the NBA Summer Leagues in Las Vegas is great for the NBA, and there's some top level Olympiacos, Panathinaikos. But what have you heard recently? Because I remember going to the Treviso Euro Camp, but that was in '98. So what's going on now? Is it still there? I don't know.
You know what? I'm a little bit disconnected from basketball right now. I have been for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
However, I do know they still have the camp, the KBL camp in Las Vegas. For the Koreans. They change the rules every 3 years. One year, one American, maybe six and under. You got to stay on top of that. You got to do your due diligence as a player to find out.
Due diligence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Some leagues. There's a lot of camps though, like that players, they go to these camps and they leave with nothing. So, we have to really do our research on, who are we listening to and who are we going to get in front of? Or, is this really going to be live stream in front of 300 teams? Is this a money grab or not? Like I did business with this agent. I sent him some players. He had an event going down in Florida and he didn't have enough players to come to the event. So, okay, where's the bread at? That my player sent you. Yeah. You have
to be careful now.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. Maybe, okay, let me back up. If the players can connect with a vet like you did with me, right? We can help you go in the right direction. We know that what's BS and what's not. A guy can throw a camp in the middle of Arkansas saying this and saying that. Get all your information, get your ducks in a row, find out what teams are going to be there, what GMs are actually going to be there, and then go another route and find out if they're really going to be there. Because a lot of guys lie just to get the money.
Yep.
So you got to really watch that.
And on Euro Hoop Life YouTube channel, I just actually did an interview and went over that specifically with a Suns NBA scout. So he was talking about specifically, he's like, as a true scout of the top teams, of teams that are going to pay, that he's really looking at these NBA. He's not going to take time to drive 4 miles over to the Eurobasket or the other exposure camps. You've got to go where those, unless you get invited by the NBA team, you should really focus on getting over to one of the top European summer camps over the BC because they don't want to travel as far. I mean,
let me tell you this,
you're going to be in a hotel and you're not going to have your clothes washed and it's brutal, but you're going to be. They're going to pick you up on a bus, and you're going to be out there slaving away for 6-7 days with, 450 other people, from 16-year-olds to 20, 29, and 30-year-olds.
So, also, I want to add this: don't be afraid to reach out to these guys that are running these leagues. Joe Abunassar, who was in Florida at IMG, and now I believe he's out in Vegas at the Home Depot. Last time I checked, or maybe LA, or Coach, what's his name? John down in Houston. He runs it at Rice.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan Bentley?
No. John, his son played at Oklahoma State. He got drafted back in 2003. What's the guy? John. He's been running it for years. So you just ask him the program at Rice. You got to hit these coaches up and ask, can I come get a run? Can I come get a run in? No. If they say yes, you will.
Okay. So, and let me feed off of that is, Decorey, I can also say that you're a prime example. You played in Division III basketball, correct? Division II.
Yeah, D3 and NAIA.
D3. Now, you've been playing for 7 years. You can be proactive in social media and go out there and be proactive in researching things. And that's where a lot of the stuff, and I'm a teacher of 7th and 8th grade in high school health, education, if you can spread the information and educate or do little informational videos or listen to players like yourself or Chris or myself and be able to say, hey, I don't have answers for these questions. Hey, reach out to people. Take someone's name. Find them on Facebook. Find them on LinkedIn. Reach out, ask questions. People got nothing but time to sit in front of the computer like us, and that's why we're recording recordings right now.
Yeah.
So
that's good, man. Yeah, bro. I appreciate y'all, man, for the information and advice. I'm pretty sure that the culture is gonna love it. There's a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of vets just keep information to themselves unless they're asked.
Yep.
Right.
So I really appreciate y'all time, man. Just out of y'all day. I know we actually procrastinated on this for a while, but we got it done. But It's gonna be good for the culture for sure.
Thank you, Decorey.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.